My name's Louis Dearden and I'm a Trainee Civil Engineer at Milestone Infrastructure. Been working there for just over a year, this week just gone by, so yeah, my first year as a Trainee Civil Engineer. I suppose the entire time it feels like I have no idea what's going on, but as time goes by and you look back, you do realise you're picking stuff up. So it has been good and it's been really fun as well. It's a great team of people to work with, because obviously I know nothing all the time, so I'm asking questions all the time. People are able to answer and help, so that's good. I'm doing a degree with Milestone as well. Well, they're paying for it for me, which is very nice, and again, that's almost harder than the actual job, but everyone here has been through a similar thing and can also help me. Probably this morning, I've handed over one of my first schemes, which I've managed to carry through an entire design stage by myself, and that's going in the centre of Cambridge, and it's a big crossing that we're improving, so I'm quite proud of that, and I hope to see that as I walk through Cambridge sometime in the future. So my typical day, I like to get in nice and early. My hours aren't bound to when I start or finish, so I like to get in at 7:30. I'll spend the morning mostly doing different drawings on CAD design work. I'll then have my lunch for about half an hour. A lot of the time I come back and my drawings will have comments where I have to update them or improve them. Sending them off and doing documents to support the drawings as well. I didn't really want to go to university. The idea of paying the money and not being able to cook very well wasn't a big seller. So I sort of started applying for apprenticeships, and I was really interested in engineering. I'd done my BTEC level 3 engineering at 6th form. So I applied around, and Milestone came back to me and offered me an interview. And so I went into the interview and answered lots of questions and done a little presentation. And part of the offer was for them to do a degree, which was perfect, because if they were to cover it for me, and that would eliminate the things I didn't like about university. The apprenticeship is structured over 5 years, 4 of which you study your degree. You'll have 5 days in your working week, 1 of which will be dedicated towards university and learning, and then the other 4 will be your actual job role. And that will go on for 4 years. And then in the 5th year, you do your 5 days a week of working and trying to become a member of the ICE. Finding the apprenticeship at Milestone, I have to massively give gratitude to the careers people at my old 6th form. A lot of the teachers at 6th form, obviously, they were in school and then they went to university and then they came back to school as a teacher, so they don't really see the route of going from student to work life. They just want to get you into university. But I had a really good careers teacher which helped me apply to lots of different apprenticeships, and they even set up online meetings with different companies, and Milestone's very connected with a lot of the local schools, and they do lots of meetings and practice interviews for students that are looking to work in their particular field. And I had a mock interview with one of the engineers here, and I told them I'd see them next year. Definitely communication and making sure you ask a question before you try and just push it to the back. Often you can sit on a problem and see if you can figure it out yourself, and it might develop or grow. But you have to understand that there's so many people here that are more than willing to help you. So definitely communicating your struggles and asking for help. Also timekeeping and making sure you keep good records of what you've done and what you need to do and how much time you have to do it. They're probably the most important skills. Definitely the creative side of it. You have a bit of leeway to play around and get creative with different types of designs, and the best part definitely has to be when you see them actually implemented in the public, being able to walk by and see something that you've done, and even especially if it's got something that you've tweaked in there, one of your own ideas. It's good to know that you were able to not only do that, but it was the right idea and it's being used. I'd say there's a big hysteria of being worried about doing a lot of maths. A lot of people don't want to go into engineering just with the fear that, oh, I'm not very good at maths. I was never brilliant at maths and I always did struggle, and I'm struggling now, but you have to understand it's not a massive part of the job role. So I would say if you're looking to become into civil engineering, don't worry too much about your maths. Just understand that it's a massive field and that anyone can really do it as long as you put the work in.